So here I am, kind of going through my own 2020 personal wrap up and looking at all the things I'm doing professionally, personally to kind of prepare for 2021. But it got me thinking that we're all in the same boat, maybe using this time to look ahead. We're definitely, I think, all more than ready to bring on the new year. So I just wanted to share some ideas with you guys, bounce a couple things off of you, things that I'm doing, which will hopefully set the groundwork for an excellent upcoming year, which is something that collectively I think we've all more than earned. So first thing, I don't know anybody who wasn't hit by some unforeseen expense during the year this year. Personally, I definitely experienced that. But let's be honest, even during normal times, that's going to happen. It's tough to avoid those expenses even during regular years. So for me, I am going to consciously reduce my spending in some manageable areas this year to make sure that I have a bit more of that kind of rainy day money just in case something comes up. Because what's the very worst thing that can happen? I find myself a year from now with more money to spend however I want. That sounds okay to me. Secondly, listen, I know we're all sick and tired of being stuck indoors all the time, not being able to hang out with friends and family. I'm definitely feeling it during this holiday period. I'm over it. I'm sure most of you are too. But the fact is, most of us are probably still at least 3 or 4 months away from resuming whatever a normal routine looks like. And for those of us that are stuck in the cold climates, or cold weather climates during the winter, being stuck inside is kind of going to be a reality we have to deal with this winter. So I'm going to put a little bit more focus on my own well-being. We've got all these tools at our disposal: exercise, proper diet, getting enough sleep, good hydration. Meditation is something that I've done more of this year. I got an app called Headspace, which is excellent, but there's a lot of them out there. You can see what works for you. These are all things that medical professionals have been telling me my entire life: nurture physical and psychological health. But they kind of fall by the wayside for me, right? Probably like with a lot of you guys. Just because life feels too busy to incorporate these things into a regular schedule. So what better time to make some of these into routines when most of us are probably looking for productive ways to spend the downtime anyways. I know, for instance, I've got this whole stack of books that I was gifted last year over the holiday season, and I'm sure they're very interesting. I can tell you they're very dusty, and I am going to commit to reading for a certain amount of time each day because I know the only way that I'm going to continue doing that in 2021 is if I carve out the time to do it now while I definitely have the time. Lastly, contact your trusted real estate agent. You knew I was probably going to get there eventually anyways, but mortgage interest rates are historically low right now. Lowest they've been in 75 years low right now. So maybe ask your realtor if they can put you in touch with a mortgage broker. Most realtors would probably be thrilled to do that. Ask your realtor if you can see a localized market report. Maybe go over what October and November looked like in your neighborhood or your town. Have a comparative market analysis drawn up on your home if you're a homeowner. That value might be higher right now than what you think it is. We're in a seller's market right now. And then lastly, for my renters with spring lease renewals, this is the perfect time to start weighing your options and priorities for wherever and whatever that lease looks like next year. So that last bit is obviously a real estate plug, but the point of all this is that it's just such a great time to focus on how to best set ourselves up for success next year. That model's obviously different. It's going to look different and be unique for everybody. But for me, it's all about starting that thought process and getting ready, because 2021 is going to present its own challenges. It's going to have its own curveballs. I plan to hit the ground running, and I know that's probably something that you guys share with me as well.